won't work on you. Hey, 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 yeah. APWA, the best show in public works. Change is often born from necessity, but engineering change is a very special effort. We never do it alone and never in the dark. We're a cry in the darkness. From the ash is where we begin. We're a light burning bright, showing the way. But we know where we've been. There's a cry in the distance. It's a voice that comes from deep within. There's a cry asking why. I pray the answer's up ahead. I know where I've been. There's a road we've been traveling, lost so many on the way, but the riches will be plenty, worth the price we had to pay. There's a dream in the future. There's a struggle that we have yet to end. And there's pride in my heart, 'cause I know where I'm going. Yes, I do. And I know where I've been.
APWA is that possibility of improving yourself as an individual, improving the organization that you work for, your community, and the world at large.
As a Canadian, it's great that we're able to share ideas across the border.
If I can't find a solution within my own office, I can reach out to a great network of people throughout the country.
APWA means the ability to aid my career, my professional career. I owe any success in my career to APWA and the start I had at the local level.
That's what Public Works is about. That's why I'm passionate about it. That's why I hope other people are passionate about it. That's why we do what we do.
It's been an honor to serve as the Chicago Metro Chapter President this year. It's been exciting to plan Congress. We have over 500 volunteers just helping to deliver this week's show alone.
Absolutely get involved with APWA. It's one of the best decisions that I've made. The involvement that I started with coming out of college and all the way through now has been one of the highlights of my career.
Riches will be plenty, worth the risk and the Lord knows I know where I've been.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Award nominated Miss Felicia Fields and the Apollo Chorus of Chicago. And a special thank you to the Chicago Metro Chapter and branches, past and presidents, as a gold sponsor of this year's Congress.
Where I've been. All right. I'm going to say it again. Good morning. I said good morning. And welcome to Chicago's 2013 APWA International Public Works Congress and Exposition. Engineering change. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the best show in public works. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you loved her in Denver, and you will adore her right here in Chicago. Let us put our hands together and welcome to the stage your host, Miss Anita Rode.
Hello, American Public Works. Oh, I have been working on the railroad, and I'm so sorry I'm late. I was running the triathlon this morning. Hi, Felicia.
Hey, girl.
Tony-nominated actress right here. How about it? Huh? Yeah. I myself have dated a Tony. Okay. All right. Guys, here. I got a song for you. I got a whole medley planned. Here, just take this. You follow them. And I've got a whole train medley. Key of G whenever you're ready. Feel it. I can hear the whistle down the line. I figure that it's in the number 49. She's the only one that sounds that way. The actress in Topeka and the Santa Fe. Pardon me, boy. Is that the Chattanooga choo-choo?
Hey.
Woo, woo.
Hey.
Track
Hey.
29.
Hey.
Oh, can you give me a shine?
Hey,
Felicia, I've got a whole medley.
Slow that train up.
What?
Slow it up.
I have got a whole medley on trains. It's all about the theme. Engineering trains. Woo, woo! I got a caboose song, too. You should see that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Listen.
What?
I am thoroughly confused.
Engineering trains.
Yeah, listen.
They're gonna be
Why are
learning.
you singing about trains?
Well, that's the theme. That is the theme, and they're here to learn about engineering trains.
No, dear. You got it all mixed up.
I got it mixed up.
You got it confused.
What do you mean?
It is not engineering trains.
I'm dressed for
The
it.
theme is engineering change. Not trains, not planes, not automobiles.
Okay. Change.
But change.
Okay, I have got a medley on change. There's a change in the weather.
No.
Change. Change. Come on, you know that. Change. You want to. You're dying to.
I know.
Change.
Oh, boy.
Okay, all right. So engineering change makes more sense.
Yes, it does.
Okay, all right. Well, then what I'll do is I'll go change.
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 Yes.
And then I'll be back,
Oh.
okay? Don't you steal my stage, okay? I'm coming. You keep it going. Okay, clear the mics, because my number's not going to work. So, but I'll come back. You keep it going, Felicia.
I'll be waiting.
I'll be back. Okay.
Won't we
Get
be
these
waiting?
mics out of here. Come on.
Woo-hoo. Bye-bye. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to begin our Congress, we would like to first welcome our guests from across the globe. United in our efforts to share, discover, and learn how to improve public works in each one of our communities. Please welcome Australia, 1, 2, 3, 4. Belgium, Brazil, Canada, yeah, Chile, Colombia, Finland, Guam, the Republic of Korea, Mexico, New Zealand, Nigeria, Palau, Spain, Trinidad and Tobago, and last but not least, the United States of America. And now, if you don't mind, ladies and gentlemen, can you stand to your feet as we honor the symbols of our freedom? And now, to sing the national anthems of Canada and the United States, please welcome to the stage the voice of Chicago Wolves Hockey Club and the Chicago Cubs, Mr. Wayne Mesmer. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Canada.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for
Thank you. And now he will sing for us the national anthem of the United States of America.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Ladies and gentlemen, Wayne Messler. Thank you so much, and you can be seated.
That was amazing. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you, Felicia. Thank you, American Public Works. Are y'all doing okay? I know you started early. I got to tell you, I am so glad to be back here with y'all. I missed you last year. Did you miss me? Yeah, that's why you're on the front row, to get a little closer to this, okay? Well, I got to tell you, I messed up last year. I heard people talking, 2 years ago about Canada, and I heard, there's C-A-N-A, that's how they spell it there in Canada, with a lot of A's, and then I heard A-N-A, I never heard Anaheim. So I missed Anaheim and went right to Canada. I had a great time in Canada. I don't know what y'all were doing. At the happiest place on earth, huh? Is that what you were doing? Yeah, well, I got to tell you, how exciting is it to be here? How many of y'all are from Chicago? This is a fabulous city, one of my favorites, and just standing on this gorgeous stage. Oh, can you imagine me, Anita Road, as a showgirl? Don't take me there. Well, of course you can. Sure, yeah. The guy in the yellow shirt, he's been thinking that way for 2 years. But just imagine it. Me as a showgirl, standing here, back in the day of like Al Capone in the 1920s and 30s, right? When he took Chicago down, am I right? Yeah, and just being in those speakeasies, wearing the sparkly dress and the fancy shoes, a sparkling headdress, just standing on this stage, singing about Chicago. Trendy travelers tend to talk of London, Paris, Rome, New York, like only they are stylish and complete. But here in the Midwest is a city I love the best, a town so smart, its spelling starts with ch. Its spelling starts with... Okay, pithy musician. C-H-I-C, chic. Chicago, Illinois is like a shiny toy. The Prairie State, I'm proud to state that it's your pride and joy. The Windy City knocks you clean off your feet. Its charm is complete. They're knocking you flat this way and that on every downtown street. The White Sox and the Cubs and other sporting clubs make living here a very nifty ploy. Smack on the lake, that is a report. Someday they'll say we'll have an airport. What? When they say, hey, I'm from Chi, they mean Chicago Ill. You know what? I'm missing one thing. I need showgirls. I need long-legged showgirls that look a lot like me and preferably non-union. They're cheaper. Yeah, bring them out. Where are they? APWA will take your breath away. At Public Works, we've got the works, and it's a brand new day. Our infrastructures are a breeze to complete. Our parks can't be beat. We're moving your waste. Our buildings are placed on every downtown street. Our hospitals and schools and all our swimming pools are safe and clean and open to enjoy. Transport's a snap, Lake is a rare port. And thanks to us, we have an airport. When they say, hey, I'm from Chi, they mean Chicago, Illa. Chicago is a killer. They mean Chicago, Illa. C-H-I-C-A-G. Oh, Illinois. Woo! Oh, thank you. Thank you, Public Works. Thank you. Oh, this is an amazing dream, standing on this fabulous stage. Oh,
Anita,
never wake me up. Never wake me up.
I'm here to wake you up.
Ah! Elizabeth. Oh, my word. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
It's Elizabeth Treadway. It's so weird. I was
You're
standing.
not asleep anymore.
Well, no, because you walked in. You
I
ruined
know.
it.
Well, sorry.
No, I mean, I like it, but I was in the middle of this great dream, like being a showgirl in the 1920s and 30s.
I know
working
you
it
were,
out.
but it's 2013.
Yeah.
It's time to wake up.
Okay.
But I know you always wanted to be a showgirl.
Yes, I did.
So I went in my closet,
What?
and guess what I found?
Oh, wait, in your closet?
In my closet.
What? Elizabeth Treadway!
Is that not just gorgeous,
Were
honey?
you a showgirl? Can't you see it? Wouldn't you pay to see it? This is amazing. Okay, I'm going to put this, I can put this
yours.
on. You're giving it to me?
It's yours.
It's kind of like the gavel, only it isn't. It's a hat. Oh, I'm going to put it on. Thank you. I'll be back. I'll be back. Oh, I got a hat from Elizabeth.
Good morning.
Woo-hoo.
And what a way to start the day. What a good-looking crowd we have out here. And thank you, Anita, for that wonderful opening. What a terrific start. I hope you all have the great energy. I also want you to thank, obviously, our host chapter, the Chicago Metro chapter. And it's my pleasure to bring out on this stage your co-hosts for this event, John Hines and Larry Lux. If you would join me. If you would join me. Okay, well, I guess I could ad-lib a little dance.
Elizabeth, wait. Sorry. I couldn't get the hat pinned in, and then I wanted the whole outfit. It went ugly. Okay, you can't just bring out the next president.
I didn't.
No, but you don't do it. Here's what you do.
Wait a minute.
What?
I'm supposed to bring out the chapter representatives.
Okay. Is that what you're doing now?
That's what I'm doing now.
What do you need from me?
I need to find them.
The chapter representatives?
Yes.
All of them?
No, just John Hines and Larry Lux, and I don't know where they are.
Are they here?
Well, they're
Hold on.
supposed to be.
John Hines! Larry Lutz! Maybe they're out getting coffee. Show us some showgirl moves. Do something. Step ball change, kick and kick. I'm looking.
Believe it or not, this was not planned. So, I don't know where they are, but they're not here. Here they come.
Yay! I was on the wrong side.
Boy, you can tell we're not professionals. We had a little technical difficulty back there. It's all John's fault. Thank you, Elizabeth, for being a good ad-libber up here. So that was good. First off, I want to say hello to everybody that's here and tell you why I have the microphone and John doesn't. We had a coin flip a little while ago and I lost. So I'm here. The other part of it is that for those of you who know John, we are making history today. This is the first time that John has ever been within 3 feet of a microphone and not grabbed it and wanted to run with it. On behalf of John, our chair, our 2013 host committee, and the over 1,500 members of the Chicago Metro chapter, one of the oldest and largest in the association, welcome one and all to Chicago. My kind of town. My kind of town. Chicago, the birthplace of APWA, the home of the Stanley Cup champion Chicago Blackhawks, the home of one of my 2 favorite football teams, the Chicago Bears, which you will see tonight. Everybody's saying, okay, who's the other one? Well, it's whoever plays Green Bay. Chicago's an ever-evolving city, and for those of you who were here in 1994, the last time we had the privilege of hosting Congress, you will find a different city than you had then. Our skyline is ever-changing, and we have accomplished many new engineering feats in the city. We encourage you to actively participate in the largest Congress in many years, explore our great city, spend a few bucks, and have a great time. Believe me when I say Chicago is a great place to call home. 5 years ago, when the Congress Site Selection Committee came to visit us, we made a commitment to make this year's Congress the memory of a lifetime for as many people as possible. We think we've accomplished that, but the final judge will be you folks at the end of the week. And when this is concluded, hopefully you'll say that was one of the best times I've ever had in my entire life. I encourage everyone to join us tonight at Soldier Field for the world's largest tailgate party, featuring the Blues Brothers, Aretha Franklin, and many other well-known entertainers. The home field of the Chicago Bears is just a short walk north along the lakefront, or it's a short ride along our magnificent lakefront. The Get Acquainted Party is just one of many unique activities and events that we've planned for you this week. I want you to know, too, that I personally arranged to have some nice weather this week. So if it rains, it's John's fault. If it's really nice, I take credit. This whole thing wouldn't be possible without the tremendous support that we continually get from our consulting firms, our suppliers, vendors, equipment manufacturers, and lots of other people, including our chapter past presidents and others. So we want to acknowledge the support that these terrific firms have provided to us, and to our supporters, thank you one and all. You're terrific. As you enjoy Congress and our world-class city, our host committee members stand ready to provide any help, assistance, guidance, suggestions on how to get the most out of your visit. There's tables in each of the 2 headquarters hotels where information is available, and very knowledgeable people are there. You'll know our committee members by their bright red shirts. Along with the APWA meeting staff, these folks in the red shirts are the ones that have made this event this week possible through their hard work and dedication. Committee members, could we as co-chairs of this conference ask you to rise and be recognized? You'll notice there's not many of them in there right now. You're going to meet them all in just a minute or two. This is gonna be a disaster. I can see it coming. Please also feel free to visit us in our chapter hospitality booth located in the registration area just outside the exhibit hall. Our host committee members will be there throughout Congress to help you in every way. As added attractions, the chapter will be featuring live acoustic blues music throughout Congress in our booth and provide you a place to relax, have a cool drink, gather your thoughts, and prepare for walking the floor. While you're visiting the booth, you may also want to make dinner or sightseeing arrangements in our reservation center. Ever since the strategically located swamp, which is now called Chicago, was discovered by Father Pierre Marquette and Louis Joliet in 1673, Chicago has been on the cutting edge of engineering and public works. In fact, the motto of the city is the city that works, which is why this year's theme, Engineering Change, fits Chicago like a glove. Chicago is famous for engineering innovations, and some of the most familiar names in the engineering history of the world started their businesses here. They raised the city out of the swamp. They reversed the Chicago River. We have the most movable Chicago-style bascule bridges in the world, in any city in the world. We have the largest wastewater treatment plant. We're the birthplace of the modern skyscraper, and our unique water system, plus literally hundreds of other exceptional engineering feats. The first permanent resident of the city of Chicago was a Haitian black fur trader named Jean-Baptiste Dupont. Baby, we've come a long way since then, because now in our metro area there are nearly 13 million people. So enjoy and take advantage of it. Once again, please welcome to our city, and please take advantage of everything we have to offer here. And oh yeah, the mayor asked me to make sure I say again, don't forget to spend lots of money. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce a very dear friend and the 80th chapter of the Chicago Metro chapter, our president, Laura McGovern.
Good morning, welcome. So exciting to see you all here. It is absolutely an honor and a thrill to be the Chicago Metro Chapter President in 2013. Not just because it's a great honor just to be the chapter president, but to be here and be the host of this amazing Congress is one of the greatest honors of my life. For those of you that know me, I basically have two loves, and one is that I love delivering engineering and public works projects, but the other is that I love to give a good party. And I get to be the host of the biggest party that this chapter has ever thrown this week. So I'm just thrilled to have you here and thrilled to have you join us. Being the president of the Chicago Metro chapter is a very interesting experience. You don't serve as the chapter president alone. You share the gavel with the other 79 presidents that have gone before you. Now, some of them aren't around, but trust me, the rest of them are all here, and they're all active. We have an active committee of about 30 people. 15 of those are past chapter presidents. Another 12 are the branch presidents, past branch presidents. So out of our committee of 30, we only had 3 Indians, and we had pretty much 27 chiefs. So marshaling those chiefs were John and Larry, also 2 past presidents of the Chicago Metro chapter. And lots of times, the planning exercises required making some decisions and kind of riding herd over a number of real chapter leaders in the organization. And they just did a fabulous job. I like to give them a round of applause for their hard work. The mantra of the architects of Chicago, Louis Sullivan and Frank Lloyd Wright, and really the father of the planning of Chicago and the Chicago plan of 1908 is Daniel Burnham. And their mantra was make no little plans. And that's certainly the spirit of the people of Chicago as well as the Chicago Metro chapter. We certainly have some great plans for you today. We've got a great opening session planned. We've got great parties. We're absolutely thrilled to have you in our city. And on behalf of the Chicago Metro chapter, I'd like to welcome you and tell you to have a great time in Chicago. And if you see any of us, I can guarantee that we'll give you a big Midwest hug and say, welcome to town. Thank you very much, and on with the show.
Thank you. Thank you all. On behalf of all of the attendees, thank you. Appreciate it. Well, are you ready? Yeah? We're ready for you. I can hardly believe it's been a year since I gathered in front of you in Anaheim and had the privilege of wearing the presidential pen for a year. Terrific opportunity. I've traveled all around North America and beyond. I had just a great time visiting the exciting chapters that make up our association, and it's really about our members. And to be a part of something that is about networking, sharing, giving to each other. And that's what you'll experience this week. You'll have great technical sessions that you can attend. But I really want you to be sure, and especially if you're a first-timer, make new friends, because this is an organization that's all about helping each other. And this week is about really building that knowledge, really working forward as we engineer change. And change is obviously all around us. It's moving at a pace these days that is awfully difficult at times to keep up with. But it is indeed an absolute pleasure to have been a part of and sharing with all the energy that is APWA. And during this week, you'll have an opportunity to really expand that creativity, really push the imagination, and find solutions that we can bring back to be able to make our cities, our communities stronger, healthier, and move into the future. So definitely welcome to the Congress of 2013, and definitely have a wonderful week. While I was president, I certainly had a chance to spend a lot of time and meet new friends, and certainly enjoyed every one of those visits as I traveled across North America, and most recently into Australia. So the opportunity is really about saying back to you, thank you for allowing me to have just a year that was astounding. A year that went by so fast that, again, I'm not ready for another one, but I certainly will not forget this one. And it's folks like you that made it absolutely possible. So I'm privileged to have been able to share a lot of experiences with you, to be able to celebrate anniversaries. We had chapter anniversaries. I got a chance to obviously present some top 10 awards, had a chance to present in front of elected officials the story of APWA, to offer accreditation to those agencies as they have earned that. It has been a very special year for me. So I'm not going away. I get to be past president. And believe it or not, that comes with lots of duties this coming year. So it is indeed a privilege. It's been very special, and I thank each and every one of you for that, having that opportunity. As we have moved through the end of the 20th century into the 21st, the concept of change has been all around us. We're 75 years, moving into 76. And if you think about what has transpired over that time, it is absolutely amazing. The pace at which change is coming at us today is in fact daunting, a little frightening, but believe it or not, we've got a lot of youngsters out here who understand the technology and the challenges that are in front of us as well. So I'm delighted to see lots of young people in the audience today, because it is their legacy and their generation that will pick up the mantle of change and really bring us forward in the 21st century. As we came into the end of the 20th century, this association was faced with tremendous change. We had a great challenge in front of us to be able to stabilize and bring forth through the principles that were established by folks that really led this association through the 90s and the early 2000s. We had a lot of challenges, and I had the privilege of working with a host of folks. You know, the Wynn Westfalls, the George Rose, the Bob Millers, the Judy Muellers, who really established those principles of excellence on behalf of this association. And we will carry those forward, and I certainly honor those today. It has been a privilege to be able, and I hope, exhibit that concept as we have built a stronger association as we move forward into the 21st century. It is a challenge that we will face. You have a terrific group of folks all around you and throughout the world. As a part of my travels, I had a chance to go to Australia quite recently. In fact, I have shared with a number of folks that I'm not sure what time of day this is or day of week, but as long as the sun gets up, I'm ready to go. Because I have been on a journey that started on August the 4th, and I actually am kind of looking forward to going home the end of this week. But it's been an amazing experience. And in Australia, I had a chance, and we have with us 3 very special VIPs from that part of the world, and I'd like to introduce them to you now. On behalf of APWA, I'd like to acknowledge Braden Austin, who is president of the Institute of Public Works Engineers Australasia, New Zealand, to Paul DeIlio, who is president of the Institute of Public Works Engineers Australasia, and Ross Vincent, who is president of IFME. And so welcome to them if you get a chance to see them. I hope they're out here in the audience, but being up on stage, I can barely see who's in the audience. But if they are in the audience, do indeed reach out to them and welcome them. They've been often visitors to our meeting. And a special thanks to Ross, who went croc hunting with me. That's a story. We had a great time. It definitely is one of those adventures that you really want to make sure you're in the boat and not out of it, right? They were like really big, really big. But we had a great time, and I do appreciate that opportunity to have brought them and recognized them today. We have a lot of things in front of us. We have a lot to share. We have a lot of challenges. We have a lot of growth as we go forward. And so it definitely requires a terrific team of leaders, a terrific team who will bring forward the very principles and support the kind of change that we need in order to move through the 21st century and beyond. And it certainly is my pleasure now to introduce to you a group of folks that I've had a privilege of serving with over a number of years, your APWA Board of Directors.
Engineering change requires influence, integrity, and the tenacity to get things done. Our board's composition today is a strong, balanced blend of skills and experience, allowing it to offer guidance in core areas important to public works. And now, please welcome your 2013-2014 APWA Board of Directors. President, Edward A. Gotko, retired, New Jersey Institute of Technology, Westfield, New Jersey. President-elect, Larry Stevens, Senior Project Manager, Howard R. Green Company, Johnston, Iowa. Past President, Elizabeth Treadway. Principal, AMAC Environment and Infrastructure Incorporated, Johnson City, Tennessee. Director, Region 1, Richard F. Stinson. Director of Public Works, Town of Wakefield, Massachusetts. Director, Region 2, Harry L. Weed. Superintendent of Public Works, Village of Rockville Center, New York. Director, Region 3, William Bo Mills, Director of Public Services, City of Germantown, Tennessee. Director, Region 4, Tommy J. Brown, Superintendent of Fleet Services, City of LaGrange, Georgia. Director, Region 5, Linda Patelka, Consultant, Burlington, Ontario, Canada. Director, Region 6, Chuck Williams, Director of Municipal Services, City of Lenexa, Kansas. Director, Region 7, Jimmy B. Foster, retired, Plano, Texas. Director, Region 8, Ronald J. Calkins, retired, City of Oakview, California. Director, Region 9, Jill M. Marilli, Senior Project Manager, HDR Incorporated, Shoreline, Washington. Director at Large, Engineering and Technology, David L. Lowry, Director of Municipal Services, Homer L. Chastain and Associates, LLP, Chicago, Illinois. Director at Large, Environmental Management, William E. Spearman, Vice President, Wolpert Incorporated, Columbia, South Carolina. Director at Large, Fleet and Facilities Management, Brian R. Usher, Director of Public Works, City of Largo, Florida. Director at Large, Leadership and Management, Cora Jackson Fawcett, Public Information Director 2, Department of Public Works, City of Los Angeles, California. Director at Large, Transportation, Susan M. Han, City Manager, City of Palm Bay, Florida. Board members, please stand and be recognized. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2013-2014 APWA Board of Directors.
And a personal thank you to all of you for your service, for the